everyone, welcome once again to your channel. You have the power because you really do. I'm Aprajita and I'm your host, companion, partner and friend in this wonderful journey named life. Today I'm here with a different kind of episode, which is the SOS episode. What is SOS episode? Well, we are going through different challenges in our lives and we need to bring in a lot of development, a lot of changes in our lives, which is obviously going to take some time. It is not going to happen overnight, right? But till then, what to do with the situations that we are already struggling with? Can we get some advices on those? This was my thought and I decided to come up with different situations of lives and discuss on them in the SOS episodes. These are all general situations, so if you want me to discuss about a particular situation that you are going through, you can always email me to youhavethepower9@gmail.com. The email ID is there in the description box. You can check it in the description box. You can send me your situations if you want me to discuss about that in the upcoming episodes, and I will be discussing about the situations but keeping the names private, anonymous of course. So how we will be doing this kind of episodes, SOS episodes, so how we will be proceeding with those episodes? Well, I have a box right here with me. It's a very small box and there are certain situations inside this, like here written in pages. So there are many situations. So I'm going to, because I don't know any particular situation you are going through, as I said, and all the situations of life are serious, important, and of course, so I'm going to just take out any one and check what is there. So I have this. Okay. So let's see what is there in this. Childhood trauma haunting. Childhood trauma haunting. Well, so today's topic is childhood trauma haunting. I would like to start by telling you all that most of the children or adults, like, because we all were children someday, most of us have childhood traumas. Different people have different kind of childhood traumas to different levels, of course, and different degrees. But most of us go through childhood traumas, and I am no different. I also have a lot of childhood traumas, starting from physical abuse, mental abuse, and torture, being misunderstood, being dominated, right? So there are many things, like, it happens to everyone and I am no different. Believe me, I'm saying this from my personal experience. Now there are incidents which keep haunting us for years. Some incidents are so serious that we never forget them. And without even knowing, without even understanding, these incidents, these traumas cause some permanent changes in our personality, some permanent damages in our personality, which we don't realize. So first of all, we need to understand that past is past. Which has passed, the things that have passed won't come back. Number one. Second thing is that we have to realize that in most of the cases, most but not all, but most of the cases, the parents and the adults, they want to understand the child. Of course they do. But since they try to act from their experience, from their time, from their learnings, from their viewpoints, there is always a clash between understanding what the child needs. For example, maybe I am a person who have been always very studious as a child and I have really scored well in my exams. I have a very good career, maybe I'm a doctor or an engineer. Because I have been very studious, because I have given importance to a certain maybe field of study, I always expect subconsciously that my child will also be like that. It is not because I purposely want to torture my child or I want to not give importance to his or her dreams. No, not at all. As a mother myself, I can tell this is not the case, not at all. Parents usually don't want to cause harm to their child or cause trauma in their minds. But it's impossible to understand another person completely, right? Even if it is a child. So the parents want to be proud, and want to be proud of their child. And in this dream, in this endeavor, they try and they tend to pressurize the child to follow or do things as they have done and they deem fit or they think is the right way. So what we now need to understand as adults that childhood traumas, yes, we have gone through the phase, and I don't know exactly what all traumas different people, all of you have gone through, but if there is difference of opinion, differences or trauma from parents or siblings, it's very important to consciously try to forgive them. Consciously try to realize that when we don't forgive a person who has caused a certain trauma to us, we are actually causing harm to ourselves. So if I'm angry on someone and if I think that the person has done something to me which is not good, which is not just or which is not right, just holding on to that grudge or not forgiving that person is causing trauma inside my mind. It is not making any difference to that person. Okay, what will make difference to that person? His or her own realization. So whatever we do, believe me, whether we express it and we tell it to other people or not, if we do wrong, that weighs on us. So if a person has done wrong to you, it is their realization. When they realize, it will weigh on them. They will face their own karma. But if you hold on to that grudge, then who are you torturing? You are holding tightly to something which has happened to you and it is causing you trauma. So what you need to do is you have to understand that thinking about that incident is only causing trauma and pain to you, right? Whereas if you just forget that incident, you cannot forget an incident, of course, but if you just think that, okay, they were ignorant people, they didn't know, they didn't understand, you may think they were innocent as per, it depends completely on what level of trauma you have gone through. If you think that, okay, that was he or she, that person who did this to me, so he has done his, as per his grooming, his culture, the way he has grown up, but I am a better person, and most important thing is that I need to live in peace. I need to have peace of my mind. And thinking about that incident, giving importance to that incident is only giving him more power. Power to impact your life in a negative way. So first thing is, of course, it is not possible to forget the incident. So first thing you need to do is that you need to just cut off that person who has caused the trauma. Cut him or her off. I'm not talking about physically or in like practically cutting off, because that trauma can be from parents as well or siblings who are really parts of our lives, and we cannot just cut them off. I'm saying that particular incident and whatever the person has done, okay, cut that thought off. Cut it off first thing. What you can do, you can think that I am better than that person, So I forgive that person. I won't let that incident or that person to have power over my current peace anymore. That's the first thing that you need to do consciously. Whenever that thing comes in your mind and your mind says, no, hold on to that. Why he did that? How can he do that? Your whys and how can he do that? How can she do that? Why did he do that? And why did she do that? Won't change that incident which has already happened, right? And believe me, it won't cause any difference in his or her life. So, okay, some incident has happened. It was part. There are so many incidents happening. Yeah, I'm disappointed because I expected better. But then why would I expect anything from anyone else? Forget it. So, forgive that person for that particular thing that they have done and move on. Do it consciously. Second thing, think you are not the only one with whom these kind of incidents have happened. There are many people around with whom this kind of incidents happen, which is not right, but they will get their justice. Whoever is doing it, they will face their karma one day. You shouldn't face their karma. When you are torturing yourself for them, you are taking the share of unnecessary pain which is not required at all. Just forgive, move on. That is life. Life is not smooth. If life would have been a path which is very smooth like ice, we would have not been able to walk, leave alone run, because we cannot walk on ice. That is the reason life is rough. Because when we go through rough patches of life, we get a better grip, and we walk better, then we run better. And when we go through tough times, think how wise you become, how different you become, how much more experienced you become. So, the tougher your life is, the more experience you gain, the more lessons you get. So, think that negative thing as an opportunity. Okay, it was a very bad incident, but you know what has happened? That person has proved himself or herself. It doesn't even matter to me because I have forgiven that person, because I am a greater person, okay? And it doesn't cause any difference in my life. I have not given power to a person who has done something bad. I am in control of my life, and I'm not giving power to another person. What good has happened out of it is that, yes, if I think I have learned a lot of lessons. It was a lesson that I could have, acted differently. So how differently I could have acted. So I have learned a lot of lessons out of this bad incident, and I have gained a lot of experience out of this bad incident. So that is what you do. And third thing is that, if possible, face that person. Don't hide. Face that person boldly and with pride. With pride. And also face yourself with pride. Face yourself with pride. Sometimes, once in a while, sit and think what all you have achieved. Not everything is bad in life. There are many things that you have achieved also, right? So think, maybe you have scored well in your exams, now you are doing a good job. Maybe you have purchased a new dress for yourself. Do the small things for yourself and think about all those things. So 3 things. Number 1, you are forgiving that person and not giving another person the power to control your life or cause you pain. Number 2, you will think about the positive aspect of the incident. That is, that incident has given you experience, has taught you lessons, and has made you a wiser person. And number 3, you will face yourself proudly. You will not feel ashamed. You will think that this is life, and life is all about rough patches and good patches, rough times and good times. The rougher the path is, the better you have grip on it. The the tougher your life is, the better is your experience, and the better is your level of success, right? Because your learning is better. That's all for this particular topic, because it's a very big topic, so I cannot talk about all that very shortly in just one episode. Actually, depending on how much you viewers are liking this kind of topics, maybe we will come up with psychologists and different people who are experts in these different fields, who can come and also discuss their point of views with us and share some of their knowledge and know-hows, right? But that's all for today, and see you guys very soon. Until then, remember, you have the power, you are powerful, you are the captain of your own life, and you have the ability to drive your ship the way you want to. Okay? So until next time, remember that I love all of you. I love you so much, guys. You all are awesome. I love all of you, irrespective of your, the differences. Differences make the world beautiful. It's more beautiful. It's like more colorful, right? So, I love all of you, and stay tuned, stay happy, remain happy, because your soul needs happiness. True happiness. Okay, so keep smiling, be positive, and keep subscribing and sending me your love, because I also need a lot of love in my life and a lot of positivity and motivation. And how can you motivate me? By hitting the subscribe button, the like button, commenting, sharing your views. See all of you again very soon. Until then, bye-bye, take care, and God bless you.